Ethological studies have shortened the distance between man and animals. Even the rudiments of higher mental functions like aesthetic ability, altruism and so on have been detected in animals. Apes can be taught to paint with fingers, and they show color sense and all that. And many animals show altruistic behavior or the tendency to sacrifice oneself for the group. I myself have observed this when I was living in Iraviculam sanctuary, which is full of ibex. So when I go for a walk, very often I would find that some young adult males suddenly appear in front and try to lead me away. They run looking back as if inviting me to chase them. And then if I walk in the opposite direction, I find that there is a large herd of females and young ones. Obviously, the young adult males were acting as decoy to lead me away from the group, endangering their own life to save the life of females and young ones. So many higher sentiments which we thought were only human can be traced to animals. When it comes to sex behavior, it is seen that many of the human behavior patterns have evolved from animal sex behavior. Many people think that the ideal human marriage pattern, that is monogamy between one man and one woman, has evolved in human beings. Many people think that initially there was group marriage and later on the monogamous marriage evolved. Having more than one spouse is called polygamy. Having more than one wife is called polygyny, and having more than one husband is called polyandry. And also human beings have pair bonding for life. A man and woman get married and they continue to be husband and wife till the end of their lives. Can such behavior be seen in animals? The answer is yes. In many higher animals there is pair bonding for life. So one clear example is that of birds of prey like the kite. They pair for life, and even if the mate dies, the other bird remains single without looking for a mate. Anthropologists have tried to study the conditions where polygamy prevails. One factor is the aggressive kind of society where there is one dominant male trying to have many wives, resulting in polygyny. Another condition for polygamy is many males dying in fight, necessitating the living males to take more than one wife to take care of all the women in the society. Similarly, polyandry comes into being when women become dominant. Women actually do not become aggressive, but they become dominant when they have the economic power. They specialize in the breadwinning role. There are societies like that in the world. And in such societies where women are dominant and are powerful, the system of polyandry comes into being. That is, one woman having several husbands. When women become rulers, like queens in the absence of a king, they also tend to practice polyandry, that is, having many mates. So therefore, the normal sex behavior of the human being is monogamy and pairing for life. But deviations occur owing to environmental changes and people becoming more aggressive or dominant. Are the ethological findings totally new, or do we know it intuitively? Many studies have shown that we intuitively seem to sense many of the patterns of sex behavior which we have actually discovered through ethological studies. For example, an animal sex is mediated highly through pheromones. Pheromones are substances which produce smell. When animals are in the reproductive season and when the mating season comes, they exude various odors which are called pheromones. For example, the musk deer, which is the male deer among the musk deer, a particular gland produces the scent of musk, which attracts the female musk deer. And similarly, when a female animal is in estrus, that is when she is in the fertile period, she also exudes pheromones which attract the males. Human beings are not that sensitive to smell, but human courting patterns show that unconsciously we do this. For example, men and women also tend to raise their hands. So women tend to meddle with their hair like this. It is unconscious exhibiting the axilla. Axilla is armpit, which has many sex glands, and therefore they exude a smell. And also it has been found that women threshold to musk varies according to the time in the menstrual cycle. Musk is a scent emitted by the male musk deer, and the sensitivity of the female musk deer to the smell varies according to the time in the menstrual cycle. Human beings have nothing to do with musk, but it has been found that human females tend to show different thresholds for detecting the smell of musk according to the period in the menstrual cycle. Obviously, the evolutionary inheritance is still persisting in human beings.